I'm Chocolate Cake, and we're going to be taking on the challenge missions. There's a few of these for each stage, and there's 3 completion levels, easy, medium, and hard. I won't be going for the hard ones, but I will at least be getting normal on most of them. This first one is basically just a simple bullet hell style minigame. This challenge has sort of the same mechanic as the last one, except you can get hit multiple times, but the more you do, the harder it is to dodge. This mission is pretty much exactly the same as the concert mission in the normal game. The only difference is you will always be a life planet. Not getting hit starts out simple enough, but once the planets and the stars get thrown at you, it can be hard to keep track of the asteroids as well, and end up taking a few hits. This mission is fairly simple, just kill. But you get 14 turrets and a bunch of extra ships as well. So it's a lot more active than in the normal game. This challenge is pretty simple, just knock the red ones out, and the blue one should stay relatively still unless you knock into it. This is another story mission redone as a challenge mission. This time our goal is to just take as little damage as possible. Although, considering your main sources of damage are stars being thrown at you at very high speeds, you'll probably end up getting the normal or hard completion, or just fail the challenge altogether. And unfortunately, you can't do this mission as anything but a large star. It's not as hard as the story mission, but that's mainly because the story mission gives you a lot of practice for this one. Those last two stars, though, are much easier to avoid if you just slow down or stop moving altogether. After that point, the stars disappear anyways, so it doesn't really matter what you do. This challenge starts you out as a neutron star. You have a higher gravitational force than a large star, so you need to be careful where the asteroids are in relation to you. It's made a little bit easier though by being a bit more maneuverable than you are normally as a neutron star. In this challenge, you also have higher maneuverability than normal, which is useful in getting in between and around the other planets. Just try not to rush and you should be able to hit with all of your planets. In this challenge, we don't want to have any planets other than the ones we've stolen. So if we pick up any stray ones, we can select them with the bracket keys, and then use the left shift to eat that specific planet. That's something that can come in useful in the main game, but isn't necessarily all that helpful. Unfortunately, I'm not very good at stealing planets, so I only got the easy completion on that one. This is another challenge where the life planets have a lot more turrets on them and ships coming from them than usual. A good way to win this is to just kind of circle around and let your planets and ships follow you and have them take care of most of it. And that takes care of all the missions.